crazy. This series is brutal. Jags, I hope you're ready. Go. I need to go get some water. I've just been drinking Dr. Pepper with rum.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. A great game, and guys, we've got to play.
Queue up the Silver Scrape.
I was gonna say we got to get Silver Scrapes going anyway. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Definitely bathroom breaks and time to get some water. So we'll be back with Game 5. But what an incredible series from our two competitors so far: the Demacia Injustice and the Freljord Frost, really giving us everything. And we get Game 5 here. The reverse sweep is on. Will they complete it? Freljord versus Demacia coming up next in Game 5.
Bring it on. I love me some Silver Scrapes. Play it long, play it loud.
All right, here it is. Man, I love Silver Scrapes. Oh,
I never get enough of some Silver Scrapes action.
It
Game
goes
5,
so
I'm
hard.
so fucking ready. What time is it?
oh, it's freaking
Wait,
game
you're
time,
not
baby.
even saying. Ah! Game 5, dude. I have to draft up. Let's get into it.
Okay,
Let's go.
draft. I'm pulling it up right now.
Now
Silver
you
Scrapes
only
just
need one
ended.
subscription
Let's go ahead
instead
and
of
talk
multiple
about
AI
what
tools.
we've got going on here.
break.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sip check. Ah,
Heart rate check. Yeah, absolutely. I
DMJ,
wish I had a heart rate monitor on, to be honest.
DMJ select blue side from game 1 or for game 5. Game 5, by the way. Set, Jinx, Twitch banned out for DMJ. They banned Set, Jinx, Twitch in the last match. Mumu, Blitzcrank, Aurelion, Soul. So maintaining the same
Recipe
three
for
that
success here, keeping Boxy off of the Amumu. He won both of his Amumu games, has not won since.
Yep, Smolder taken for the first pick for DMJ. The immediate answer, Shogath Viego. We're happy with that Shogath. It seems to be like a good answer for them into the Shen, and that's a good thing because the Shen is left up and it is taken. So this is a flex pick, but we've seen it go top. We've seen it go support. No jungle shenanigans for the Shen. And then the Rammus, so that we have not seen Rammus yet this series. It does align with the Boxy Amumu kind of play style, but it's not nearly as straightforward, and it's definitely not as ubiquitous. It really focuses on playing into those AD styles, so that's the answer to Viego.
And I will say,
I
to pick Rammus with only Viego showing is kind of wild, right?
Yeah, it's wild.
So we do see the second phase of bans coming through, Gnar and Mel, Caitlyn and Syndra, but we see the Renata Glass locked in, so it's going to be a top lane Shen, a Renata Smolder bot lane, and we see Vayne and Aurora, and Bane into Rammus. That's pretty spicy there. And then Swain also, so just crazy picks here. The Rammus, this is definitely a first-time Rammus. This is Lowell's first game on Swain of the season. The Vayne coming out for Beza here with his back on the line in Game 5 at 5 in the morning. Just
yeah, we thought if anything we were going to see hope on the Swain during our initial matchup review, which was what 3.5 hours ago at this point as we entered Game 5. Swain for Lowell, I'm very excited to see that. I don't think I've ever seen him play Swain. And the Aurora, so the counter out of from Hope, he's not afraid to play the Aurora pickup. I think he's got games on that. This is not nearly a first time. Freljord Frost with a terrifying front line and the comfort pick 3 games in a row on the Viego.
Absolutely, and this is what it all comes down to. You know, you dream of having the opportunity to make a difference, and we're about to load onto the Rift for Game 5 in a playoff match. If you win, you'll be immortalized in history. If you lose, you got to go home with your tail between your legs. We've got just a matter of seconds here before we get into it, Jason. Really, I guess I just want to say before we even get into the game, thank you to both of these teams for giving us a complete banger of a series. Thank you to everybody in the LCC for helping us put this on.
So stoked. Jax and I have no idea who wins. I have no idea what's going to happen here.
This is going to be awesome. So let's watch how the game goes. I've got it set up. Let me know when you're ready, Jason.
All right, one last one.
3. Let's go. All right, and in 3,
all right, I'm
2,
ready.
1, play, as we are live on the Rift here for game number 5. Only one team can advance. Okay, will there be a level 1? We do see pings, and I like the look.
Yep, stay together. Most important thing about level 1 is playing as a group. You need to stay tight in a little knit group, and your auto attacks do so much. So just focus the same target. You all hit them at the same time, they're going to go down pretty quick. 5 here from Freljord Frost, and it's a 5-point from DMJ. Lowell is definitely going to be their target if they have any.
Yeah, look at this iteration from the Justice. They've got the wards down. So again, they spot the Nautilus invade, and it's you know, they've committed to just warding against the Nautilus, and I like this look. It allows them. Look at Boxy immediately on the counter invade, able to get a ward down. Not actually a very deep ward, to be honest, but and they're going to spot them
that
all
ward
again.
Does spot the Raptor. Nice to have. You really just need to be able to spot the camp, and that's going to give you intel on when the jungler gets there. I think I would have tried to place it a little later if I'm going to hang around, but really good level 1 preparation from DMJ. They're just warding out, staying safe. I'm not the biggest fan of wasting all of your wards. We've placed 4 wards here before 1 minute into the game, so these are only useful for the level 1 invade, but it does pay dividends as no one is caught out. And Impro and Duck going to be late to their starts, at least a little bit.
I mean, especially Duck here, but yeah, we need to watch what's going on because Bell has this advantage here, but he started Q. It's not going to be a big lead. So he'll just get 2 autos in basically for free. Bassoon just going wide. I understand that feel. You don't want to accidentally hit the minion, but he ends up missing everything. So it will be kind of standard. Both Vayne and Smolder content to scale. Neither one of them taking Cole here, though. Bez is taking Cole in multiple games already. Here's the hook out from Bassoon, as they're not quite level 2 yet, so perhaps just a little bit too early.
Great trade brings Inferno to half HP, though.
Yeah, definitely a big
play.
advantage. Bell just using the taunt, doesn't actually land the taunt, but uses it as a gap closer. And Empro
very
is topside.
confident on the Shen pick.
Yeah, we can talk about how the junglers are cross map at the moment, but both of them going for they've gone for full clears in 4 out of 4 games. Both of them looking for half. Bell is looking for it. It's a flash in from Bassoon, and Boxy is here. Empro trying to trade in onto Bell. Bell getting nice damage across. Duck already flashed out. It will be a 1 versus 1 as Bell lands one more grass proc, but Empro finds first blood. Bot side, meanwhile, Bassoon and Beza are able to escape the play, and so it goes better for the Frost top side. And this is what the Frost need.
Boxy's going to take the opportunity to steal this blue buff, and Empro has nothing to do about it. So I like this adaptation from Boxy. Boxy has been great about answering the opposite side of the map. He sees the enemy jungler on the opposite side.
With a handshake.
Looking for what he can take.
Big trade. Almost enough,
Big
but Bassoon with a gorgeous buffer on that. Yeah, able to actually mitigate quite a bit of damage that was going to come out. So pretty big moment there. Bassoon escapes once more. He's gotten away a couple times on very low health this series, and you have to wonder if it's going to be enough as Boxy...
Pandemonium in the bottom river.
Yeah, Boxy with it wins the smite steal. Pretty amusing that they just shake hands and and leave after that.
Yep. Boxy's stealing only the blue and then runs to the scuttle, so Impro's going to not feel too terribly bad. He gets first blood and then going to be able to pick up his camps and then rotate back over to the top side. Not the end of the world to lose your blue buff. Just keep playing it out, clear new camps. And I wonder if we're going to see some tussling over this top scuttle as he moves up to that side of the map.
Bell lands the taunt down onto Duck. Duck able to get a couple of trades in with the Vorpal spikes, though, and gets the grass proc, so actually wins that trade back. And Bell does not have teleport. Duck has TP advantage, so things looking really good for the Cho'Gath early on in the lane phase. Bassoon on the early roam. It is spotted out, so he just gets that ward down. He's going to hit that sweeper away. Ooh, Bell looking for another trade here. Oh, the hook lands from Bassoon. Big hook. And the flash is forced out as Lowell has to escape.
Yeah, teleport available for Lowell, but it's going to be difficult for him. He's going to be down on tempo as Empro continues to match with Boxy. Able to find that top scuttle.
Oh!
Boxy
He finds it under tower. Hope at basically max range for the combo, but it's a speedy armadillo that's in. Will he be able to land the taunt? There it is. It's a double taunt. They didn't layer it, but they do provide enough damage.
Empro looking for more, trying to get that kill back, but Bell still pretty healthy at the end of that fight. They're double tanked topside, and Empro is a lowly little bruiser at this point. Only one item to his name, the recurve bow, not enough to bring it back as Duck uses that TP advantage. He could set up a freeze for himself to try to punish Bell in the backside of the play, get that experience back for himself, but no, he's just going to try to push it in and punish him that way. Bell does not have TP, so it could stick as this dragon spawns.
Empro potentially finding. I think that Empro... Oh, he gets the smite steal back. He is going to take away that camp there. I do feel like he's up a kill. He's got the item. Boxy actually hasn't gotten a reset, and he doesn't have anything from base. So I think Empro should have probably taken that fight, but decides that he doesn't want to take the skirmish. He'll continue to scale up, get some more gold, and fight him a little bit later.
Boxy going to be run out to the outside of the map. I like this timing he's managed to find for himself, finding success in the top side with the gank even before his own reset. Coming back out with a Bramble Vest and boots. He's going to be dealing well with that Viego. We mentioned in draft that Viego was an interesting...
Bassoon landing the hook. The handshake misses back, so they win the nice trade. Freljord is really finding ways in here. They look very good. I will say Bell does look solid topside. That's been one of the ways that Demacia has been able to kind of, scale things out. So we do need to see how the game continues, but already 1,000 yeah, 1,000 gold lead for the side of the Freljord Frost here in Game 5. They're going to look to continue to push this advantage. They're going to look to pick up the win here in the series. It's win or go home. Game 5.
Look at the CS recovery from Duck. I mentioned he was sitting behind, but off that play, really managed to bring that CS back into line. It's still going to be pretty much even on the top side, but a good recovery. Cho'Gath should scale decently well into this lane. Excuse me. Shen just has a lot of power early on, especially after the triple buff he's received. And
another hook from
another
Bassoon is finding them consistently, and they're just going for these short trades, kind of on the hook cooldown. Inferno. Let's check stacks though. Something to keep in mind. 42 stacks. Another hook. This one is in onto Inferno. The instant cleanse will land, but again. That time, not only winning the trade, but getting a summoner spell out of it. So Bassoon kind of dominating this lane phase right now.
Yep, he's coming for that dude does not miss title. Really putting the hurt down on the chest on Inferno. Great to pick out that summoner spell. Inferno not wanting to drop too low in the lane so that he can't farm. Already a bit of a CS difference building for the Vayne.
Yep, and that
Giving
is
up some of that
secures first dragon. So Freljord continuing the snowball forward. A nice little, again, finding the taunt here, but Duck might be able to find the rundown. It's a flash in, a couple of Vorpal strikes, one more auto, and the feast should be enough. Does he have the mana? He might be actually short on mana, but the Q does not land the slow. So much minion damage meant that if he was able to land taunt into a couple autos, I think he actually just gets the return kill. And so, yeah, both top laners using flash, but nobody goes down. All right, so Void Grubs are up. The Neverroot lands, and a nice find as the Stand United is down onto Luell. Bell is coming back, and the taunt forward. And it just misses, but Emperor might go down anyways. One more bit of damage will be enough, and Boxy with the ulti over the wall flies in, and he picks up the kill. It's 2-2 in kills. That means next kill will be the Feats of Warfare, and the Demacia Justice. They team together, and they find a big play.
Demacia together strong, and I like this target selection. They go down onto Impro. They could have tried to split their focus down onto Hope, but Impro on this Viego has been a thorn in their side for the last 3 matches, and they make
Bell
sure
has an angle here. He went Tiamat first item. I think Duck might be in trouble. Oh yeah, Bell really is controlling this top side. So game 5, Bell complete reversal of what we've seen out of him all season. Really struggling to CS. And yeah, really doing well here. Neverroot just misses Bassoon with a hook. We'll take one little tower shot and walk away.
Well, really low on mana here. I think he is approaching enough to buy a Rod of Ages. It's got to be close. One more wave perhaps will do it. Trying to hold out for that, or perhaps for his teleport to finish. And a nice Never move will land down onto Hope, but it's really just the last of his mana. We've entered a real lull state here. Gonna look for another hook from Bassoon.
Yeah, the handshake answer from Chestnut this time, and so, yeah, because, yeah. Alright, so I think a bit of scaling should take place. I mean, there's a Vayne and a Viego and a Smolder in this game. I do think that both of these teams are happy to scale up a little bit. Let's take a look at stacks. Smolder up to 63 already at 10.5 minutes in. That's pretty decent for stacks. Cho'Gath, only 1 right now. But I wouldn't be surprised to see that join, go up pretty quickly. 2-2 in kills again. This next kill is going to be the Feats of Warfare, which is a big way. And Bassoon looking for the hook. The flap from Inferno, well placed, well timed. Gets away from that hook.
DMJ have shown that they're very prepared to play for a Smolder stacking strategy. They're prepared to turtle, to give things up, but this game they're not doing so. They're really managing to fight it out, staying relatively even. They're down about 20 CS to the Vayne, but Inferno just needs to stay calm and keep stacking.
And a nice taunt
with
in.
A great engage.
Yeah, and that is, oh my gosh, that is such a huge solo kill. He got the kill under tower. The tower did 90% of the work. All he had to do was land the taunt. Massive momentum, because it's not only a kill and a game changer in the lane, but it's also for his team. as they pick up
The
one of the
mental is
first
staying
parts.
strong for BCB. They've gone 2-0 up in this series and now found themselves in a game 5.
The hook
They're on
lands
the
from
edge of a
Bassoon,
reverse
though.
sweep and a hook from Bassoon.
And the depth charge out, there's so much damage immediately in onto it. A nice never root is landing, but look at Empro. He knows how to play every champion in the game. That's the Viego advantage. They're all in onto Lowell, and it's a double kill. They find 2. And the Freljord Frost, they will bounce back. It's a 1,500 gold lead for them at 12 minutes in. Nice finds from Bassoon and Empro.
Beach Schmeats, Bell secures them for his team, but 2 kills go over. Everybody's going to be respawned up for this dragon fight. Duck dropping quite low, used his teleport to get back up to the lane, finds himself, what is that now? Is that 2 feast stacks? Second feast stack.
Yeah, I did not have Feet Schmeat on my bingo card tonight, but there it is in Game 5, and Lowell 0-2-1 on the Swain. Something that we see out of players that they haven't played a champion very often. Sometimes they can struggle. Hopefully he can turn things around. His team is going to need him here. It is Game 5. He's not going to have the chance to bounce back again. The reverse sweep is on, and Freljord Frost with a pretty substantial gold lead here, over 2,000 gold, just 13 minutes into game number 5.
Yep, about 400 of it allocated to the jungler and 1,000 to the mid laner. It's pretty much between Hope and Empro at this point in the match. Empro looking for more, reveals himself to be in this bot lane, this bottom side of the mid lane.
Bassoon looking for the play, and flash forced out. Honestly, really nice timing on that flash from Lowell. Good respect there. Not completely convinced that he dies, but there was a chance.
Pulling the dragon. Stan United is on the board for DMJ. Ballistic has teleport and Stan United.
Yeah, but Bell is just walking over, though. He's trying to get here. Inferno is not in position, though, so he will be joining late. The hook from Bassoon is in, and the depth charge in. 3 of them are knocked up. Mom over the top, but a massive Renata ulti. Beza trying to do what he can as he goes silver. He's tumbling forward, but it's already 2 down as Inferno will flat forward, but that's Bassoon and Empro both dropping, and the rest of Freljord will leave. Duck cannot come to the fight, so he just takes topside. But the hostile takeover from Chestnut, absolutely huge in that team fight.
Yep, that's a team fight winning hostile takeover for sure. DMJ stands strong. They move Shen over. Typically, you want to just run over with your Stan United, especially when I would have bought boots before I started roaming over to the dragon, but teleport invested to get back up to the top side. Only a couple plates traded over to Duck, and when you're already dominating the lane, now there's the Stan United outs onto Simon. Flash forward out of Hope and Bell.
I like the look. The handshake bot just missing. Bez is going to condemn the Smolder away just to ensure that he continues to live another day.
Bell doing the most for his team, walking bot, teleporting top, and then Stan United back to mid. As we enter another lull state, is gold leads brought back into line as only 1,000 gold between the teams. It's still about 1,000 gold advantage in the mid lane over to Hope. There is a 300 gold advantage to Impro in the jungle. Small advantages into the top and bot side for Bell and Beza. No, not even for Beza. It's shifted since the last time I looked. Inferno with a slight lead. DMJ bringing this game back.
I will say Beza's only 7 CS away from cashing in on his Cole, so I think he will bounce back here, which is a pretty big pick here. And Beza going Cole, something that we've seen in a lot of the games in this series. He's gotten a lot of value, a lot of additional gold in the series from that item. So definitely taking advantage of the way that the lane phase has played out here. Yep, now the never move from Lowell lands onto Hope. Another nice chunk. Trying to get some stick damage here as Herald is up, and I do think that we might see a 4v4 Rumble topside. Bell with a nice taunt out. The Rupture just missing. Emperor trying to answer with something here.
Duck has been up here with no mana for so long. Duck, please go get your mana. Thank you. Herald is up, though, so he's going to be backing his teleport just now ticking off cooldown.
Yeah, I guess with Hope on the reset, Bassoon decides to reset as well. It's actually everybody but Empro on the map resetting for Freljord. So this gives Demacia the window to actually just walk in. They're going to get a little bit of vision down, clear out some of the wards that Freljord had, and they're going to start in onto the Herald. But it looks like Freljord will be coming in.
Freljord.
Hope is on the bottom
on this
side.
Herald.
Smolder is
DMJ
not
need to
here
finish this
though.
out.
Look at Vayne on the rotation early on, and so they will cede the pressure of the pit. Bassoon
following them out and then completely full resetting, so there is an opportunity for DMJ to re-engage. Hook down onto Lowell.
Yeah, they land hooks onto each other, the Never Move and the hook from the Nautilus. But this will be Freljord Frost. They commit 5, they commit everybody, but they do at least get the objective for it. So
There goes
respect
Mom.
to them.
I guess that was fun.
Yeah, Mom comes soaring through. Lowell pretty greedy here, and it's going to be a flash engage, but immediately Bassoon is taunted. Hope is in the hostile takeover, and it buys so much time in the team fight, and so Bassoon will drop. Beza and Empro just got stuck in that hostile takeover animation. It was a really nice engage, but beautifully timed out from Chestnut in order to buy the time and space that the Demacia and Justice needed to find that kill.
Huge. Great counter engage play, and that's really one of the biggest strengths of Renata. That counter engage is brutal. I would say next to Zyra and Janna, one of the best counter engages in the business. And Freljord Frost, look for an engage mid. They go for the flash. They're playing the aggressor and then end up coming away down. Great defense from DMJ.
Yeah, this is going to be, that is top tower here. So, neither team yet actually has secured the feats of strength. I guess it will
Bell's been
be
playing with a lot of
first to 2
roaming
objectives
power, but ending up coming away with his entire tower taken and almost full HP on the enemy tower. 3,800 still left to take down.
Lowell potentially too far in.
Friendly.
Empro with a nice little sneaky play here. The Never Move does land on Empro. He dodges out the stun, but the Stand United in from Bell. Will Empro be able to actually get out of this? The taunt, he's cornered in the alcove. A big amount of damage coming in from the Tiamat. Hope trying to turn this. Beza and Duck are here now. The tumble forward, but they can't get the condemn. The rupture does land, and the silence follows through. The silver bullets raining down, but the Demacia Justice are able to back out in the 2 versus 4. It does look like Freljord will commit 4 bot side, but the Never Root does land onto Inferno, or onto Empro. Almost goes down. That's Herald though. I think Harold might
can't believe the condemn didn't come out from Beza there. It must have been razor thin, or he hesitated to go for it. Because I think on either one it would have been a kill pickup. Look how low Bell came away from the play.
Okay, so that is Herald used though, and I don't think it was on a cooldown timer. I think they just slightly misused it. Bassoon with a really clutch ulti, and this is the depth charge down onto Inferno. Flash forward, the silver bolts rain down, and Vayne picks up a kill. So Bassoon finding his carry.
Huge pickup.
A big kill here.
Well played from Bassoon to find that. Really going to secure his team this Dragon. Freljord Frost with
Lowell has a lot to do.
advantage.
He does have flash and ult, so we might see him ult into the pit, go for the steal. He is going to ult in. It's down to 2,000 health. Boxy with a big steal! And it's a huge 4-man hostile takeover. He flashes out. Chestnut and Boxy.
Get out! Call them 100 Thieves because DMJ are getting away with it. Goodness gracious. Freljord Frost, Emperor trying to steal away these raptors. He's upset that they couldn't secure the dragon. Boxy has been a man possessed at securing these objectives. Dragon is his middle name this series.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some massive steals, to be honest. Really dominated in Game 3 as well. Unable to come away with a win in Game 3, but had multiple steals there. So here in Game 5...
Is that true? We got a call in the chat that dragon steal was also for the feast.
It was. It was.
What a play! Boxy said it's playoffs. I'm here to play.
Okay, let's check in on stacks. We've got 169 for the Smolder. Nice. And for the Cho'Gath, we're up to 6 already, so about to be 21 minutes in.
Stack for Swain.
We're getting it. Yeah.
Swain also stacking 29 stacks.
Yeah.
435 bonus health, by the way, just for hidden spells. More than Scion gets, in case you're wondering.
All right, so we'll see what happens here. Bell is trying to leave up the blue buff, but he might actually just get pressured into it.
Yep, Bell decides to steal the blue buff from his mid laner.
Ooh, nice vision cone here.
Wicked twist of fate.
So
And the
Otacon,
game drops down in tempo for a little bit as we have a lull state. Everybody's assigning their AD carries to the mid lane, and Otacon's going to be the next objective.
yeah, but a big fight mid comes out as Bassoon is trying to find something. I don't think he quite knew that there were 3 of them there, but they're able to just walk it out. Bell is looking to try and turn things topside. If Bell can go back to winning the topside fight like he was in the lane phase, that would be huge for Demacia.
It looks like he is to me, but he's just playing it back. I think he can try to take these engages, but he doesn't want to feed Heartsteel stacks over to the Shogath.
Goes for the gap close taunt this time. Does not land the actual taunt, but able to deal quite a bit of damage. And never move secured here. We'll see if he can actually get out. Another taunt landed from Bell. Nice little play here, but Bassoon is on the roam, and the hook is through. A really nice play here, and the kill goes over to Empro. Kind of ideal situation if you're Freljord, and they are beginning to pressure. The pressure cooker in Game 5 is ramping up. Bassoon finding really, like, the Nautilus looks so clean.
Crossed. And Bassoon, yeah, hook after hook. He is coming for the title, but Chestnut also, the disengages, the counter engage, however you'd like to say it, the takeover is huge. He is finding them and finding them consistently.
Yeah, I think the fact that he's got 2 kills on the Renata, if those 2 kills were on Smolder or Swain, I would say that I'm really happy to be Demacia. But 6-6 here, 23 minutes in, we're definitely getting towards the scaling point. Where are we at in stacks? Up to 200 stacks here for Smolder, so we still haven't crested over past that 225. That's really when his 3rd evolution will take place, and honestly he needs to get there as soon as he can. Itemization coming in, it's 2 items and full boots versus 1.5 items for the Smolder right now. So that Cole being the big difference maker.
Yep, if you can get away with it, that extra gold is always nice.
Hope looking for a play here on the Boxy.
Boxy unafraid, he said, I'm Ramus, I'm gonna roll in and then roll out, I'll see you later.
And this is another situation where the Otacon is bot side, so yeah, the dragon fight could just turn into an Otacon take if they're healthy enough, if it's a clean fight. We haven't seen too many clean fights. Both these teams, they're really scrapping it out, really very even.
2 items completed for Beza before this next dragon spawn. Let's check another gold for Inferno. How close is he? 1640 in pocket. Is he going to be, what is he trying to finish, do you think?
I don't know, but he needs to get a reset. There's only 27 seconds before this next objective comes up, and he needs to try and get something. He channels his
He's at
recall.
220. He's at 213 stacks. If they can stall for a minute or 2 on this dragon, it's going to be a game changer.
They might, honestly, this might be a situation where it's only 2nd dragon, so they just give over the objective. And because the stacking Smolder, the stacking Swain, it's not a bad call here. You never want to give something over for free at 25 minutes into the game, but it's, you know, it's with a purpose. So
we'll have to see. On deck, and they need to try to give Smolder time.
All 5 are here for Freljord. It's the dive in from Boxy, and the feast secured from Duck. The Neverroot lands onto Bassoon. Boxy is still alone in the pit, but Empro went over the wall, and I'm not sure if they'll be able to actually finish out this damage. The jungler from Demacia does go down. Bell never came in with the Stands United, and so he's going to continue to push out topside. So it's 1 down, but the dragon is secured, and the pings might be for Freljord to go just straight in onto the Baron here.
Baron is not guaranteed.
You
can see right there, Inferno just ticked over to his Elder Dragon stacks. Bell's on the top side. He's full HP. There's no
they're onto it.
Flash available.
Freljord is onto it.
This is a fightable. This is a takeable fight.
This
Infro
is borderline
below half.
Borderline a flip right here, as Luell is going to look for a way in. Bell sees it. The hook lands onto Luell. He's very tanky at this point, and they don't turn. They want to go for the finish. 2,000 health left on the objective. It is secured. Now Demacia, they know they need to take the fight. Inferno on the backside of it. The hook will land. It's a massive Aurora ulti from Hope. Can Freljord continue continue to win through, but look at this smaller damage. He picks up one on the execute. Hope and Duck are on the backside. I don't know if they have what it takes to actually get out. This will be another secured kill as Mom comes across. Bez able to tumble away, just gets out, but it's 3 that go down for Freljord, and the Demacia Injustice win the fight, but they lose the objective. It's a nice, I don't know if that's a win or not. I don't know who won that right there.
If it is scaling them to the late games, they get away with it. Smolder has reached the Elder Dragon stacks. They managed to just barely get out by the skin of their teeth. They did that play. They're going to pick up this tower. It is unfortunate that they lose the Baron. It sucks that they lose the Dragon, but they are scaling the late game, and they need to get Inferno out here.
And the
hostile
bailout,
takeover.
Yeah, the bailout came through, but the feast is huge, and now he might be looking for even more. I mean, Boxy is here on the backside. A follow-up rupture. Lowell is so low. Another handshake forward. The never move does land, and he is straight up never moving. He goes down. So it does end up being 1-for-1, but a big kill onto Inferno here. Inferno now 3.5 items at the end of that fight.
Yep, starting that fight with only 2 items, I believe. But now damage down on Boxy. Silver Bolts can take him down. Chunk comes out and he just ults to stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, big use of ultimate there.
Kings down our Otacon for Freljord Frost.
Yeah, and I think it's a good call. I will say Smolder is up in a matter of seconds, and another hook, Bassoon. He's turning into Chestnut. He can't miss. He's landing every hook right now. He looks so good. Beza only at 1 kill. Smolder only at 2. It's 10-8. It's a low kill game. Bassoon, another hook landing. The depth charge does finish off Boxy. Boxy will drop, and it's right before a big play here. Inferno on the side. The Mom will come across. He is pretty much fired up. He does have the ability in. Swain ulti is through. Duck with the teleport in. Empro is on alone, and it's another big Aurora ultimate as the team fight is going down, but it's already 2. It's already 3. Duck has to run. Empro, too little, too late, will not show up, and it's a 4-1 team fight for the Demacia Injustice, and now they can turn onto the Otacon. That is what they needed. They fight back. They grab back the gold lead, and the Demacia Injustice come together to win a big team fight at 28 minutes when it matters most.
Backs against the wall. Boxy goes down. There's some incredible chained hooks from Bassoon and Beza keeping that pressure on, trying to steal that red buff. But DMJ regroups. There's no staying united, so Shen comes. He walks over, and the Swain ult is fat. Channeled throughout the entire fight. As soon as Lowell got in there with the Swain ult and the Rylai's, nice flash from Emperor over that wall. Really just clearing the gap. And we're down onto this Otacon. Boxy is respawned. He's run his way back over here. We're going to get the bot tower as well. DMJ, huge play on the back of Boxy getting picked out.
Okay, so we're 30 minutes into Game 5. Things have just swung for Demacia. Frost was looking good up until that team fight. And with that flash over the wall, with Hope not teleporting in, you start to wonder where, what can they do here? Bassoon just misses the hook. It hits the Otacon wall, but this is going to be an all-out 5 versus 5 as a triple taunt into the never move. Boxy diving in. The hostile takeover lands onto 3. Bez is on the side of the fight, but he can't get in. Hope and Empro and Duck doing what they can for the front, but the Demacia Injustice staying together. A flash taunt forward. Beza tumbles to the side. He will escape. It's only 1 that goes down.
This Dragon's going to spawn in the next 30 seconds as we have it condemn into the wall. Boxy chasing deep. The Silver Bolt's connecting out. We have a 2.5 item Vayne. We picked up a Giant Spell. It's not adding to our damage. We're trying to just increase survivability. And I thought the well was going to run out of mana there, but the Precision Tree managing to buoy him out throughout the rest of the fight. And it looks like DMJ are going to bring themselves to another soul point in this series. Game 5, and we're on the 5th Dragon.
Yeah, I think
it's
this
only
is going to be
at minute 30 in this game, in this final match of the night.
Feels like it's going to be a multiple Baron game here as the flash never moved from Lowell. He's going to use his ultimate, but the rest of Freljord is here. He's silenced and he's shut down as Beza will pick up his second of the match. And that is, oh man, oh, that one hurts.
This is a tempo reset for Lowell. He's gone too deep here. He's flashed forward into 4 from Freljord Frost and really just fed a kill over. But there is no objective to take. It is okay for this to be a bit of a lull state. They're not wasting any buff time. DMJ are okay to farm this out.
Stacks. Check stacks. Okay.
Right, you can't let
300 for Cho'Gath has 8. and Swain is dead. So we'll check in 18 seconds. Oh my goodness. Okay, Baron is up in 45 seconds. Freljord Frost within 200 gold. This is completely anybody's game. We are 31 minutes into game 5. Both of these organizations are delivering an absolute banger here on Friday night.
300 gold difference on the board. Let's see where the gold is centralized. Let's take a look. There's 1,000 gold advantage to the top side for Ballistic on the Shen. There's a roughly 1,000 gold advantage for Impro in the jungle. Dead even mid, 600 gold difference, and small differences for mid or for the bot side. This is dead even, and it's exciting. Beza has picked up a Titanic Hydra as his third item for Vayne, so the AoE Vayne damage coming through now. I really think his job is just to get through this front line, so I would perhaps see a lot more damage coming out. However, the increased survivability is nice. I'm not really a Vayne one trick, so what do I know?
Okay, alright, so let's see, what do we have? We've got teleport up from Duck. We have teleport and stand united from Bell. Bell is looking, though. He's already moved over a little bit. So he's not playing the complete side lane Shen that we've seen throughout, some of the first games earlier on in the season. But Baron has spawned. Baron is on the map. Alright. A little bit of a vision game being played. We can toggle it and see what either team sees. Demacia and Justice with a fairly defensive line. Freljord trying to walk in. They see a couple members. They do see Bell.
Fight. Bell is playing with them. They
well with the never move. The massive blast cone over in. Boxy ulties in. Hope is not with the team. He does have teleport, but he hasn't teleported in yet. He's not here. It's a 5 versus 4. And Empro goes down. Bassoon being shredded. What can he do? It's 2 already as the Demacia and Justice group together, and they pick up a third.
3 down for Freljord Frost, and DMJ are pushing down mid. Baron's up, but they have no fear. They've got all 5 members. Hope stands between them and victory. Duck resetting now to try to support.
A taunt forward.
It's a taunt down to Hope.
Flash out. That's a objective secured. They get the mid lane tier 3 tower. They will get the mid lane inhibitor. I think they might push out to Baron. Yeah, they have decent health bars aside from Boxy.
Down 33 minutes in. What's the dragon timer? Because we're at soul point for DMJ.
Minute 45. Yeah, so I think they're so healthy. Aside from Boxy, they're very healthy. I'd love to see Boxy maybe pick this.
They should take this Baron instantly.
Yeah, so they're in onto it. Boxy, it's a pretty slow take here on the side. Yeah, he is going to give up on this. I think that's wise. Just get in onto it.
343 soul stacks for the Smolder.
Empro is looking, but he's not going to get here in time. He won't be able to actually find the steal. It is smite secured. All 5 members of the Demacia and Justice get the Baron power play, and they are now up about 3.5k gold. 34 minutes in. How much with this Baron power play will they be able to extend their lead from 3.5k?
I think this team comp plays really well to DMJ's strengths. They like to play as a group. They like to play as a team in these fights. They've got to stand united, and it truly is the power of friendship keeping them together here. The Shen has been the glue of this entire series for DMJ. Game 5, they're pushing into the side lane. They've got everybody grouped together with their Baron power play. I want to see somebody pushing into the bot lane, though, because it's the one place they don't have an inhib where they are not pushing.
Okay, 7-2 and 7 on the Smolder. 2-0 and 13. The bot lane of Demacia really showing up in game 5 here. The never move landing onto Duck. Duck is having a really hard time frontlining when there's a Renata and a Swain. Another never move forces flash out of Empro. And again, Bell, look at Bell successfully using exactly what you want to do on Shen now. So pushing in topside, this should be topside tier 2. Bez is trying to get a little bit of mid-prio, but they need to find something that, I'm not sure what Freljord is able to do at this point.
Just back away or make sure they don't get picked out. They've got a 4v5. They got
a lot of chunk damage landing on Empro. Empro already down low. Duck down very low as well, as Mom will come across. It's a whiff. Thank you, Mom. Thanks for the try.
They're pushing away Freljord Frost.
It's an ultimate in as Boxy goes all in onto Bassoon. He's very separated from his team, but all the while they're buying so much time for Bell, and Hope and Bassoon have to back. I don't know what Empro's doing. He's like basically on the Wolves here. Hope is looking for a play, but this is going to completely secure his team the soul. So they use this.
And DMJ have to be ecstatic with this. They've got a triple stacked Chemtech Soul. And as they've got these two triple tanks at this point, Lowell has 71 stacks on his Revenant's Flock. That's 1,065 bonus HP for himself. This is a tanky Swain, and it's quite difficult for Freljord Frost to get through. Impro does not have the early power he found himself before 10 minutes into this game. This is the late game, and this is Smolder's playground at this point in these team fights.
Neverroot landing in onto Duck, and there's so much burn damage coming now across. Hope burning down. Will he be executed? He gets out, but just barely. It's a nice find here on Demacia, but look at the shields coming across as a huge hostile takeover. That's already Beza going down. The taunt comes through, and the Demacian Justice, they stand united. And you've got a friend in me, because the Justice have the power of friendship. They look to close out the game. They look to close out the series. Hope has to ult away. That's already one Nexus Tower down. Freljord Frost, what can they do? What can they buy the time? The burn comes through. It's 1-for-1. Bassoon finds the hook on the side, but he's being knocked down, and Demacia onto the Nexus. They will find it. They'll find the game. They'll find the series, and they'll find the way to advance.
It is game 5 going over to Demacia. The power of friendship brings victory. They will continue to the semifinals to see the Zon Plague in the semifinals. Congrats to DMJ. Oh my god, what a series.
What a banger. Oh my goodness, we were blessed. Oh, great games coming out here from both of our teams. If you're Freljord, that's an absolute heartbreaker way to lose. But for Demacia, they've got to be on a complete high here, winning Game 5 in a come-from-behind fashion. Oh, man, what a play. Flawless, by the way, from Chestnut on the Renata Glask. Need a moment to collect ourselves, but complete massive congratulations to both of these organizations, both of these teams, as they pushed each other to the very limit. It was certainly not a game short, not a minute short, as we did go the distance all 5 games, but the Demacian Justice come out on top. GG's, yeah, crazy series.
GG. Well played to the Demacian Justice. That was truly a marathon, and I did not know which way it was going to go. But I will say, I was right. Everybody else wrong. Me and Milk, Justice, 3-2, on the record. We are right.
Oh, man. That was absolutely crazy. Freljord down 0-2 to bring it back in games 3 and 4, and to have the lead in game 5. They absolutely had the window there, but the Demacian Justice held strong. I mean, we were blessed there with 5 games of great action across the Rift. It's been a long night, and it's been a second banger series that has delivered. But the Demacian Justice will move on. They will advance to the semifinals to face my team, the Zon Plague, next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you enjoy the quarterfinals action, can't wait until we get into semifinals, and that's only 6 days away now. So massive play here. How's my throat? It's doing all right. I'm hanging in there. Thanks for the concern. I appreciate it. What a banger. Okay. Should we see if we can pull somebody in? You want to pull somebody in for an interview here, Jason? I don't know who's available, who we've got up on deck.
We'll see. Anybody start? Let's see. We got I see Inferno, Bells. We got 4 of them in there.
I think Bell. It'd be great to pull in Bell.
All right, I'm just gonna grab him.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey,
all right, Bell. Welcome.
I've stolen you.
Yes, welcome to. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for having the patience.
Thanks for volunteering.
Yes, thanks for volunteering.
Yeah.
A banger series. You know, honestly, so much happening across all 5 games. I think to do it justice, we should take it all the way back to minute 14 of game 1 on the Gnar when you secure a pentakill. I mean, just talk us through the series as a whole, what it was like to come out after all 5 games. You know, the ups, the downs, the backs and the forths, and to win it at the end.
Yeah. I'll try to get through this briefly, but yeah, me and Duck were both coming into game one without warm up, so we just started brawling to warm up for the series, and then going into the pentakill. Honestly, it was just like such a slow moving play, and honestly, like after I got the penta, I was like, oh wait, I just got penta. Like that was crazy. And then yeah, I mean, we were able to take that momentum throughout that game. When that one felt like we rode it good into game two. Then obviously hit kind of a speed bump in game three. Thought we had a decent comp that like champions that we all felt comfortable on, but I think definitely like they really
Yeah,
did
the
good
Aurelion
playing.
Soul did so well. Yeah.
Yeah, and Asol was pretty much perma-banned the whole series, and then they first picked it in that game three. So Asol getting fed was tough, and I think too, like they really did good playing with desperation in game three. Kind of caught us on the back foot. We were thankfully like able to claw back in, but I think at that point, like even bringing it back to even, they just had a better scaling comp and they played it well and were able to win.
That
Game
three
four,
against it, you got to watch out for it.
yep. Yeah, game four was wild. Definitely like a lot of nerves, and both teams I think played well. I think we had like a decent start in that one, but I think they, were able to outscale with the Smolder. Played a great game, and then
When you
game
lost
five.
game four and you're heading into game five and it's silver scrapes, is there a thought that okay, we won the first two, but we just lost two in a row, we're choking, we're throwing away the series? Like,
Yeah,
is there that thought? What was the talk to me about what the comms are like going into game five? Are you guys really excited, or are you kind of on a downbeat because you just lost two in a row?
yeah. I mean, it was quiet after game four. So for sure, playing a lot of sports and stuff like that, I've been in some similar situations, and just like, okay, guys, like this is what you live for. Game fives, silver scrapes.
Absolutely.
Let's go out there, have some fun. Don't stress. Like we'll pick Smolder, we'll scale, we'll play our way into the game, and thankfully we were able to come out with a win.
Yeah, absolutely. And your opponents played really well as well.
Absolutely,
They
yeah,
definitely had moments. It was really fun to see the back and forth across all five games. None of them were a complete stomp. Every game was kind of down to the wire. Game three was the quickest at 31 and a half minutes. So every game
yeah.
cresting 30 minutes. Um, yeah, I mean, talk to me about going the full best of five distance. What was the mental fatigue after Game Five? I'm sure that you were elated to come away with a victory, but it had to be pretty late. Yeah, talk to me about that process and the outcome.
For sure. No, I think Freljord played amazing throughout the series. Like, I think honestly, I was pretty happy that we ended up playing against them after losing in week 10. Chance to kind of prove ourselves and win. And, we go up 2-0, which feels good. And then, you lose two back to back. And obviously, like going into game three, we're all like, okay, it'd be sick to close it out here. But they played great 2 games in a row. But honestly, like at the end of the day, I'm so happy with how the series was. I think both teams played phenomenally. So proud of my team as well. Played really good together. I think we grew a lot throughout the season and grew in this series. And honestly, I'm just thankful for a banger 5 games. Like honestly, I wouldn't take it any other way. Like it was so good, no matter who won, obviously, because it was such a good series.
Yeah,
Like it could have
neither
gone
would
either
we,
way.
right? I mean,
Yeah,
Jason, that was incredible, wasn't
That's
it?
one to remember.
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
I
Uh,
don't think anybody's forgetting the Freljord Frost DMJ
Yeah, for
quarterfinal
sure.
series. That's one for the books.
Yep.
Jason, this is your old teammate. Anything to say as your old team? 60% of your old team, they get to move on in the playoffs. Anything to
Yeah, dude,
say?
Bell, I'm proud of you. Dude, look at you going up there in the top side. You added Shen in. Shen was a key
Yeah.
pick for you guys in the draft the whole series. You got a Penta on Gnar. What the fuck happened last season, dude?
No,
Why
I think
is it me? Is it just because I'm there? Never mind. Yeah, we're here to celebrate your win. You guys did your raid out there tonight. I can't believe you sabotaged me last season, and now you guys have brought it together for this one. But I'm stoked for you guys.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think like going into season two, I had like 2 champions after season one. And so like last season, I think was a lot of growing pains for me personally, like learning new champions and trying to play more of a different role than just like what Kale Nass's is. And so yeah, there's a lot of like ups and downs last season. And I think too, like as a team, we had a lot of growing pains. But I think I was able to like just like not be too discouraged by them and just continue to try to work on it. And I think I've started to see some success this season. Definitely still plenty of things that I want to work on, especially in my laning phase. But I think I'm thankful that I've like put in the work over the last year, as well as like Inferno and Chestnut have continued to put in work, and Lowell and Boxy have also both been so good for us. Like honestly, I've enjoyed this season so much. Like we enjoy playing together so much, and it's not always like highs. Like there's a lot of ups and downs, but I think we're always there for each other, and it's been a blast.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's great to
congratulations
hear.
on your victory. I mean, well earned, well deserved, well played. GG's to the Demacia Justice. We can take a short look ahead. Just a quick look into your semifinals matchup, and then yeah, we'll let you go here. But you've got Zahn on the book here coming up. This is yeah, I mean, just talk to me about kind of your thoughts ahead of the series. We get to play each other next week. Yeah, I'd love to hear. You've got to be elated after you win. You got to be feeling strong.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited, and obviously next week's gonna be a tough matchup. You guys only lost one game all season, and I think you guys are the only team we didn't beat in round robins. So a lot
beat
to
'em.
prove
Take 'em
for
down.
sure. But I think we've had a lot to prove all season, and I think we've done a pretty good job. So I think our team is riding a high going in, and here to shock the world. So
Yeah, the faithful were rewarded today as the Demacian Justice pick up the win over the Freljord Frost. Congratulations, Bell, and congratulations to the rest of your team. Boxy, Lowell, Inferno, and Chestnut is a well-deserved win. We'll see you guys Thursday next week. I won't make it easy on you. Yeah, best of luck, bud, okay?
Yep, you too.
All right, awesome. Congrats.